Dear lovely people watching my YouTubes, baby reindeer, it's not going away. There's two bits of news. This bit of news is from 29th of August. My apologies, right, I'm not up to date with what's going on. But the reason I'm pulling this bit of information up is because there has been some more news. Scott, Fiona Harvey, battles Netflix in a £130 million lawsuit over baby reindeer portrayal. This is from what looks like Aberdeen Live. Aberdeen Live by John Dingwall. Wasn't this the guy that Fiona Harvey mentioned on the Piers Morgan show? I think it was. She's Fiona Harvey, the Scot accused of being the inspiration behind the Martha character from the Netflix series Baby Reindeer, is suing the streaming giant for $130 million. Fiona Harvey has slammed Netflix legal team, claiming they treated her like a football to be kicked around, as the streaming service tries to dismiss her £130 million lawsuit. So they're just trying to get it thrown out, basically just thrown out. She's arguing the show has devastated her life. Despite initially branding Scots comedian Richard Gadd's 7-part series as "This is a True Story" in its opening credits, Netflix is now asserting that it was purely fictional. Speaking to the Record, she expressed her frustration. One minute Martha is supposed to be me, the next minute she's not supposed to be me. I'm a football for them to kick around. She insists on seeing the case through in California, stating this case will be concluded in California because what I have been subjected to has been horrendous. See again, there's that disconnect, isn't there? She's probably been misquoted, who knows? It's going to be concluded in California because what she's been subjected to has been horrendous. Well, what it being horrendous, why couldn't it be concluded in the UK? Why couldn't it be concluded in Australia or wherever it is that she wants it to be concluded? California, because she's more likely to win there. Anybody? So why is it California? Netflix has gone on record to state that Harvey's actual behaviour was far worse than that depicted by the character Martha in the series. Okay, here we go again with the blurred lines. Netflix stated that Harvey's actual behaviour, so what Fiona Harvey's actually done, was much worse than the character they're creating that's not her, or that is her. Are they saying they protected her because she's actually done things that are much worse than what they showed her to have done? Her attorney, Richard Roth, made a plea on Monday to a federal judge in California to proceed with the lawsuit, citing the hate mail and death threats Harvey has received as evidence that people believe the portrayal of her in the series is accurate. Okay, dear lovely people, if you leave any comments, okay, can we not do any negativity about Fiona Harvey because I don't want to sue me, okay, thanks. Fiona has accused Netflix series created by and starring Gadd of defamation due to its depiction of a violent stalker, claiming it made her appear as a monster in the streaming service's court documents. Her legal representatives argue that Fiona's life has been literally destroyed by the show, which portrayed her as a head-smashing rapist. These are strong terms, but we're not surprised, are we? Because this is the sort of thing that Fiona Harvey / Martha is portrayed as doing in the show, so it's not surprising that there's a lawyer out there that's coming up with these extreme terms. Moreover, Harvey's lawyers contend that the choice to name the character Martha does not shield Netflix from liability, as they assert the company did little to disguise the fact that Harvey was the misdirected muse for the character. The court documents presented by Fiona's legal team state Harvey, like Martha, are Scottish lawyers, 20 years older than Gadd, living in London, with identical accents, cadence, physical appearance, who were both accused in newspapers of stalking a barrister, and who messaged Gadd with the unusual euphemism for sex, "My curtains need hung badly." They firmly declare there is no question that Harvey is Martha. In June, Fiona initiated legal action against Netflix, alleging that the Emmy-nominated series was based on brutal lies that have devastated her existence. She has received death threats and a relentless barrage of messages from individuals eager to wanted to confront the monster in Baby Reindeer, in quotes. According to her attorney Roth, he detailed the severe impact on her health, including chest pains, panic attacks, insomnia, and an overwhelming fear of venturing outdoors. The extensive correspondence Gad alleges she sent, described as irrelevant, impertinent and scandalous by Roth in his legal documents to the Californian courts, is merely part of a scorched earth litigation strategy. Speaking to the Record, Roth said, on Monday, Harvey filed a series of documents in connection with a motion to dismiss, strongly arguing that Netflix shoots itself in the foot by first stating Netflix has nothing to do with Fiona and then trashing her in the papers. He added, I would say to Netflix, if it has nothing to do with Fiona, why are you trashing her? Netflix has been contacted for a response. And then, and this is skynews.com.au, this is something to do with Australian Sky News. Don't know why it's on Australian news, but here we are. Well, it's upset everyone globally then, has it, this thing? Baby Reindeer? Baby Reindeer stalker Fiona Harvey can proceed with a $245 million, this is Australian dollars, defamation lawsuit against Netflix as US judge rules the series was not a true story. The woman who inspired the stalker character in the Netflix series Baby Reindeer has overcome a major hurdle in her $245 million defamation lawsuit against the streaming giant. Can you even imagine if this Baby Reindeer makes Fiona Harvey one of the richest women in the world? Can you imagine? How rich have you got to be one of the richest women in the world? She's not going to be billionaire status, but she's still going to be up there, isn't she? A Scottish woman accused of stalking Baby Reindeer creator Richard Gadd can proceed with her defamation lawsuit against Netflix after a federal judge in California found the streaming giant should not have claimed the series was a true story. Scottish lawyer Fiona Harvey is seeking $170 million in damages against Netflix, claiming Baby Reindeer left her with severe emotional distress. The series, set in 2015, follows Donnie Dunn, a struggling Scottish comedian, played by and based on Gadd, trying to advance his comedy career while working as a bartender and dealing with a stalker named Martha Scott. On Friday, US Federal Court Judge Gary Klausner ruled character Martha's actions were exaggerated compared to those of Harvey, whom the character is based on in the British drama. Klausner found Baby Reindeer appears to present itself as fact by stating this is a true story at the beginning of every episode. His findings disagree with Netflix's argument that the series is clearly written from Gadd's perspective and states Gadd's opinions. It's not clear that the series states only Gadd's opinions. If anything, the series appears to present itself as fact, not opinion, by stating that it is a true story. Thus, this argument also fails, he said. In an interview with GQ magazine, Gadd said he disguised his real stalker as Martha in the 7-episode limited series. However, Klausner found that despite Gadd's use of fictional names for the character's series, there are numerous similarities between Martha and the plaintiff, Harvey. Martha and plaintiff have specific similarities that a few others could claim to share. Specifically, Martha and plaintiff are both Scottish lawyers, living in London, 20 years older than Donnie and Gadd, accused of stalking a lawyer in a newspaper article who communicated with Donnie and Gadd on social media, he said. Days after the series was released, viewers found a public post Harvey made on Gadd's social media profile in 2014, asking him to hang my curtains, which matched a quote from the series. The judge said viewers therefore concluded Harvey was the real Martha. They also believed several key differences between her character. The series said Martha is a twice convicted criminal that spent 5 years in prison for stalking, stalked a police officer, essayed Donnie in an alley, grabbing, things I'm probably not allowed to say on YouTube, without consent, and violently attacking Donnie in a pub. And then saying awful things that she's supposed to have done to him. Klausner said these scenes were not true to real life. Nonetheless, these viewers inundated plaintiff with threatening and harassing messages, he said. This harassment became so pervasive that it caused plaintiff to suffer severe emotional distress in the form of anxiety, nightmares, panic attacks, shame, depression, nervousness, stomach pains, loss of appetite and fear, specifically a fear of going outside. The judge allowed Harvey's defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress claims to proceed. However, he dismissed her on several points, including negligence, gross negligence and right of publicity claims, as well as her request for punitive damages. GAD is not named as a party in the legal proceedings, and there are 0 comments about this. So I don't know if anyone in Australia is even remotely interested in this. Like I say, I don't actually know why this is on Sky News in Australia, but here we are. Anyway, the saga continues. We'll keep our eye on it, dear lovely watchers of my YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.